Morning, Arsene. Could we start with the team news, please? Is there any updates on the likes of Alexis, Aaron Ramsey, Jack Wilshere?
Look, Aaron Ramsey will be out. He has a little hamstring strain. Alexis Sanchez is still not able to go out. He could be short as well for Sunday. And Jack Wilshere is back in normal training, but he's been out for 4 months and misses competition. And but he worked very hard, focused, committed. But it will take him a while to get back to competitive level.
And how are the likes of sort of Mikel Arteta, Mathieu Debuchy and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain doing?
The closest of the three is Chamberlain. He might be 2 weeks away or 3 weeks away maximum. The others is a bit longer.
Middlesbrough visit in the FA Cup on Sunday. We talk about them being a lower league side. They're only one place below Leicester, of course. Is it another big challenge for your side?
It's a big challenge, but big opportunity as well. That's how we have to look at it. Do we qualify? We are in the quarter-final, and that's of course a big incitement for us to focus. We have a luck with the draw to play at the Emirates, so let's take this opportunity.
And just lastly from me, Jonathan Woodgate scored in midweek for Middlesbrough. Were it not for injuries, he could have had a huge career. Were you a big fan of him?
Yeah, he wasn't it. He is. He's an intelligent player who understands the game very well. Unfortunately, in his career, he had many injuries. He went to Real Madrid, and Real Madrid, they choose him. They can choose who they want at that time, especially. So that means he had the potential. He had not the continuity that is needed at the top level.
Nick? Arsene, hello. Has Aaron Ramsey just been unlucky, or is there an underlying reason for another injury like this?
We haven't found the reason, the underlying reason. There is an underlying reason that is certainly medical or biomechanical, because he is a guy who is serious, works hard, has a controlled and disciplined life, so there's no obvious reason why he should have muscular problems.
Do you look at him and think maybe I should change his training regime in any way because of the injuries that he's picked up?
No, we have individualized trainings for the players, and prevention for the players, and I don't think that is any special case that has been neglected. It's just we have to find the reason why that happened. It's not a major injury, it's a grade 1. It's a small injury, small muscular problem.
So we're looking, a couple of weeks, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us, what's Jack Wilshere been like now that he's back in normal training?
He's motivated and focused to come back as quickly as possible. He worked very hard, but he has still been out for 4 months, and what he needs now is to get back. Competition gives you that sharpness that training cannot give you, because it's about the combination of fitness and decision making and speed of decision making, and it takes a while to get that back.
Did you have a smile with what Roy Hodgson had to say about the shisha pipe, saying that he'd tried one? He said Arsenal had treated the whole incident very well, but he said he'd tried one, it was a nonsense and left him with a fruity taste in his mouth or something.
I don't know, I feel sorry for him, but some people must love it because they do it. I think I never tried, so I cannot tell you anything about that.
How close is Gabriel to making his debut, Arsene?
Very close.
And tell us, how excited would you be if it is this weekend or whenever it is? What sort of player have you got here, do you think?
A player who has the ability, likes to defend. It's more difficult to find people like that, and a player who is of all good qualities, is good pace, good in the air, good in the 1-against-1, and but it's better I don't talk too much and let him play, and he shows how good he is.
With Gabriel ready for debut and Jack coming back soon, do you feel you now have the squad that can sustain this three-pronged challenge of competing in the Champions League knockout stages, the continued defence of the FA Cup and the chase for a top 4 place in the Premier League?
Yes, we have the squad to do it, but that's how dedicated, how focused, how motivated, how united we'll be until the end of the season that will, of course, decide that. This is a period where you need more from your players than usual because it's the last 4 months of the season, and you need everybody to give a bit more than they're used to.
And just one last one from me. Because it's the FA Cup, do you rotate the squad a little this time around? We're asking all.
Not especially because it's the FA Cup. Some players will play who have not played recently, and but overall it will be we treat this game like a Premier League game, exactly the same.
Okay. Arsene, will Wojciech play on Sunday?
Yes.
How has he responded to his spell out of the team?
Very well. He's very good in training. He responded in a very determined and focused way, and he's ready to play. At the moment, I feel I left Ospina in because he had done well, but Wojciech is completely ready, and he trained. He's impressive in training.
Is Ospina still your Premier League goalkeeper, or does Wojciech have a genuine chance of getting
Look,
back?
I told you the competition is open at the moment. Ospina played, and we'll see in the future.
Just on a separate note, is the Premier League worth £5 billion? Do you think?
I don't have to decide that. The televisions have to decide that. You know, the only thing I can say it's an impressive number, and I would say as well that it shows the popularity of the English game. But as well, somewhere I must say, maybe we don't realize it enough, but if football is so popular all over the world, the televisions in England have contributed to it a lot. And the way the games is filmed, the way they promote it, has contributed a lot to our success. And on top of that, they have to pay heavy money now, but they must have calculated. It looks to me a very impressive number. It looks to be a calculation of more. We cannot lose this when we want absolutely to grow and get bigger, but we are at a stage where the televisions first, I think in that calculation, don't want to lose the Premier League.
What do you think the extra money will do to the Premier League? What the future will do?
It makes the clubs in a bigger, stronger financial position all over Europe, and it will contribute to get the best players coming here all over the world to come to England. You know, the movement of the players is always linked with the economical and financial power in the countries. When I was a coach in Monaco, we bought the English players because we were the first to have television money. Today, the biggest financial power is in England, and the best players come to England.
Do you think it will make the Premier League clubs maybe not dominate Europe, but make them prominent again in Europe, in the Champions League and in Europe?
I believe so, but today the difference is so big, but the English clubs have a power to attract who they want. Will that last? That's another question.
Arsene, just regarding Middlesbrough, they took Liverpool to penalties. Is that something that you've been practicing in training this week?
We practice always a little bit penalties, but we have some more time, yes, today and tomorrow, we never know.
Ita Karanka said that he feels that everyone's worked Middlesbrough out now and that you won't be surprised by them. Do you agree?
No, we won't be surprised. At least we would not have would not have the excuse to be surprised, because they went to Man City, they beat Man City in a convincing way. That is a good warning for us. We are at home, we have a possibility to go to the quarterfinals, so we cannot be surprised by them, that's for sure. Anyway, in a championship, any team who plays at the top is a danger for any Premier League.
And finally, Mark?
Arsene, obviously, as you touched on going to City, I think they showed everyone that they're not afraid to take on the big boys in the Premier League.
They are not, and they suffered in the first half. By the second half, they won in a convincing way, and they deserved in the end their win. They are well organized, they play good football, they play at a good pace, and they are very creative. And you look at their recent record in the championship, it's absolutely impressive. They're on a strong run, and we want, of course, to stop that.
Obviously, win this, you're one game from playing at Wembley in the semis. As a manager, does it detract from the final, or do you think it gives the team an experience playing there in the semis?
Look, we are far from the semis. We are 2 games away. We have to be, that people dream of that is normal, but we have to be pragmatic and serious and just think about the next one. The next game can open us the door to the quarter. So we play at home, and of course we want to achieve that. After, we'll see.
Okay, guys, in we come, Kosh.
You've got 2 breakouts. Let's make it quick.